Hello, my name is Sylvia Jambi. I am the Training and Development Manager here at Corporate Staffing Services. And I'm excited today because I want us to talk about training. We often train on different areas, and today I'll be having a conversation with one of the trainers. I'm excited to just hear how this conversation is going to be. Yes, karibu sana, Benson.
Thank you very much.
Yes, how have you been?
Been great, and you?
Not bad at all.
Thank you.
Yes, tell me about your background. I want to hear more about what you do and where did you begin?
Thank you, Sylvia. As you said, my name's Benson. I'm a trainer, and I've done a few things. I'm a teacher by profession. I did my first degree in education, but I've also done an MBA in strategic management. I am a certified public accountant, a certified public secretary, and I am also a certified monitoring and evaluation professional. But my passion lies in training, and especially training in monitoring and evaluation. I've been training M&E for the last 7 or so years. It's been an amazing journey. I have interacted with a number of professionals who are in some very senior positions today in monitoring and evaluation. So it's something that I have come to love because of the way that I have seen it transform people's lives, but also transform the organizations that they work for.
Great. Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, great. When you speak about monitoring evaluation, I can feel your passion for it as just an area of training. Why is this?
Because monitoring and evaluation is one of the most important skills that you can ever have, whether you're talking about it as an individual or you're talking about it as an organization. When you're implementing programs, if you do not have a way of measuring your performance, then you cannot improve. I have seen monitoring and evaluation improve lives of communities because implementers are able to measure their progress and they're able to improve their performance. So one thing I love about monitoring and evaluation is that it does not only improve your career as an individual, but it also improves the communities that you're working for. It improves organizations and, institutions at large. So that is why I have been very, very passionate about creating awareness on the importance of monitoring and evaluation, both for individuals and institutions.
Great. I like that you're not just improving your own individual self, but the community at large.
Absolutely.
I think that's very powerful.
Correct.
All right. Who's this course designed for, if I can ask?
This course is designed for anyone who is dealing with projects. And we know that you can have projects in a very wide area. Constructing a building is a project.
Yes.
Running a school could be a project. Working in the humanitarian sector, most of the times we are dealing with projects. Even as individuals, we are always undertaking projects. If you want to do a master's degree, that's a project.
It's a project, yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So anyone who would like to improve their skills in delivery of projects needs monitoring and evaluation. I have seen development workers benefit a lot from monitoring and evaluation because actually today there is no donor who is going to give any organization money if they don't have a very good monitoring and evaluation system. So I have seen those people in development world benefit immensely. I've also seen other professionals, other technical professionals benefit a lot. For example, architects, they are always dealing with projects. Engineers, doctors, essentially anyone who feels that in their space they're dealing in projects in one way or another, they need monitoring and evaluation. And as I usually say, M&E, regardless of your profession, it is going to add immense value to you and your career.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it gives it a general perspective, depending, it doesn't matter the profession you're in. Either way,
Absolutely.
if you're handling projects, then you need monitoring and evaluation at some point.
Got it.
Great. Perhaps you can just run me through some of these areas that are involved in the monitoring and evaluation course, just to give the professionals out there a glimpse of what they would expect in terms of content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The monitoring and evaluation course that we train is one of the most comprehensive that you can get out there, because we look at all the key areas that you will be required to undertake when you're doing monitoring and evaluation, and we bring together as a package. We bring them together as a package. So starting from the concepts of monitoring and evaluation, the key concepts, you're able to understand the language of monitoring and evaluation. You're able to understand what is the difference between an output and an outcome. What is the difference between a target and a goal? What does sustainability mean? What does a log frame mean? Okay, so we cover the key concepts so that even as you're going for those monitoring and evaluation meetings, you have the language.
Yeah.
We also look at the frameworks. We are very practical when we are dealing with monitoring and evaluation frameworks. So we are able to guide you through developing a logical framework, a conceptual framework, results framework, and we ensure that any point at which you are requested to come up with any of these frameworks, you're very good at that. We also deal with things such as participatory monitoring and evaluation, which is the new kind of approach that is, that we are adopting as M&E professionals. We deal with the things to do with M&E consulting. Okay, we deal with M&E systems. Okay, in fact, one of the things that we do is we ensure that from the time you start this course to the time you finish, you will have developed a complete M&E system from the beginning to the end. Now, the benefit with this is that by the time you're done with this course, you're able to handle any M&E task that comes your way wherever you are in the world. Yes.
Great. I've listened to you train several times, but even as you speak today, there's always just something to pick.
Absolutely.
So great. All right. Why is it important that professionals study monitoring and evaluation? I mean, I could be in a profession. I could be already a monitoring and evaluation specialist, or my role involves M&D. But why is it important? Why do I need to study the course? Why do I need to take up this course?
Thank you. Now, I have engaged very many professionals in different areas. And some of the people who come for the course are people who've been in monitoring and evaluation for several years, but they feel there's something that's missing. They feel there's something that they are not able to grasp.
There's a gap.
Okay? There's a gap. Okay? And they want to come in and fill that gap. But because monitoring and evaluation is pretty new, you realize that so many professionals have been in M&E, but they don't have a way of showing that they are certified in monitoring and evaluation. So I have seen people come also to do monitoring and evaluation for several reasons. First, when you are certified in monitoring and evaluation and you're managing a project, then your chances of moving up the ladder are higher. Because when you have the M&E skills, you're able to deliver value when you're managing projects. And therefore you're able to move up. Number two, I've seen people who want to dive into the M&E career. You feel, maybe I've been in project management, or I've been in procurement, or I've been in HR, but I feel like I have a calling
Mm-hmm.
in monitoring and evaluation. Again, this is a very good place to start.
Mm.
But I've also seen some people who they've been managing projects for quite some time, and they feel, I want to get into consultancy.
Mm.
And the best place for me to go into is in monitoring and evaluation.
Yeah.
So again, I've seen people coming
Yeah.
so that they can dive right into M&E consultancy. So if anyone feels or wants to get into any of those areas, I think monitoring and evaluation would add real value.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting that you bring out consultancy, because it's one of the areas that's really, picking up.
And
People,
lucrative.
yeah, it's very lucrative, because if you have been in the industry, there are skills that you acquire along your career.
Absolutely.
And if you're handling projects and that's what you've been doing all along, that certification, I think, does help if you're looking to venture into consultancy.
Absolutely.
Very interesting. And what is the duration of the course?
The duration of the course, really, we can do between 2 to 3 weeks. If you commit between 2 to 3 weeks of training, you're able to get what is required for you to kickstart a career in monitoring and evaluation. But 2 weeks does it. 2 weeks does it, because we usually adopt a very practical approach.
Yeah.
So within 2 weeks, you will have developed the skills you need to make you feel confident in monitoring and evaluation.
Great. All right. That has been very insightful, just to listen to you and to hear you cover just the entire M&D and how you do it as a trainer. Most of the times we are training on a day-to-day basis, but today we wanted to make sure that the professionals also understand where are we coming from, even in terms of these trainings. And it was really great having you today. Yes, that was very insightful.
Thank you very much.
I think Benson has really covered it well, and it's amazing how we can just grow our skills. And sometimes as professionals, we don't know the content, we don't know how long courses are going to take. So I think this was a really good session just to get to understand what is covered in M&D, what is it about. We have a link below which you can apply for if you would want to sign up for this monitoring and evaluation course. It's one course that takes 2 weeks, and you will see all the details there. And I'm sure you've learned. I have learned too. Thank you so much.